P because it's probability, that the test statistics takes the observed value or values more extreme if we presume HO is true. What is the probability? For example, our mu is equal to 40. That's average, right? What is the probability? Oh, wait, that's IQ. What was that? 100? Okay, that's, oh my gosh, maingay pala dito sa kapitbahay na. Naririnig niyo po? Yung ingay, yung nag-drill? Hello? Saan, Michael?
I don't hear anything.
Look?
I don't hear anything.
Hindi pala clear po kayo, ma'am. Okay, konti, ma'am. Ayan, lumalakas na. Tingnan ko lang, ha? Dito lang sa may terrace. Sa bahay ko. Nagkakat sila ng, ano na yun? Steel? Flat sheet? Isang bahay po namin, paglabas mo ng gate, kalsada agad. Kaya, ginagawang parkingan, ginagawang construction site, magpapagawa ng bahay nila. Okay, so at least clear lang po, hindi ganong rinig. Okay, so if your mu is equal to 100, remember that's average, right? What is the probability that the IQ of a particular student, okay, or your mu will take a very extreme value? Let's say, what's the probability that our average for UC students' IQ would now be 150? Just an example. What is the probability that your mu is equal to 20? That's an extreme value, right? More extreme, okay? More extreme, meaning if your average is 100, what's the probability that the mean is very extreme, okay? So the p-value is the probability of observing a sample mean that is as or more extreme than the observed. So let us say if I have a sample mean, our sample mean, for example, would be 120 in your class, okay? What's the probability that this is an extreme mean compared to what is observed? Smaller p-values represent stronger evidence against HO. So the smaller the probability is that a test statistics takes the observed values more extreme than your HO, then we are saying there is a stronger evidence against. So it might be that your HO is not true because we have a stronger evidence against it. Okay, so again, the smaller p-values will represent that we have a stronger evidence against HO. Okay, so the p-value is the probability of the values that are more extreme than the observed test statistics value. Observed test statistics value. So there are alternative hypotheses, meaning this would not be the basis of whether we have your alternative hypothesis will be the basis whether we are going to use the right tail, the left tail, or the two-tail test. So if you're using the P or greater than symbol in your alternative hypothesis, we use the right tail. This would now be your right tail. If you are going to use less than for your alternative hypothesis, we use the left tail. If we're using the not equal to in your alternative hypothesis, we use the two-tail test. Okay. Now, how do we get the p-value? So we get the area. If you are given a two-tail test, we find the probability that your observed statistic, okay, takes extreme values. So what are these two probabilities? Whatever we are going to attempt. Okay. So if it's right tail, it means that extreme to the right or greater than what we hypothesize or whatever sample data would present. Okay. So we use this area as the p-value, the probability that extreme values are observed. So you also have the left tail. So when it's the left tail, we are going to consider the left tail. Take note that in a normal curve, whatever the area to the right is also area to the left where our reference is at zero. Okay, so when the mean is zero, because in standard normal curve, it's considered a standard normal curve if the mean is equal to zero and the standard deviation is one. Okay. So when the mean is zero and standard deviation is one, we call it the standard normal curve. A distribution is normal. We consider it normal if the mean, the median, and the mode are equal. So the mean and the median and the mode are all equal, and it divides the curve that represents a normal curve, okay, at the center. Okay, because this is where we locate the median, this is where we locate also the mean and the mode. Okay, so the p-value is very interesting to note in comparison to what we call the significance level. So the significance level alpha is the probability of rejecting a null hypothesis. So the probability of rejecting a null hypothesis. Okay. So in practice, the most common significance level is 0.5. Some others would say is 0.1. That's 10%. And then some others would say 0.01 or even 0.005. Okay. Now, if you are IT or if you are BSCS and you do a statistical research, for example, and it covers social issues, okay, 0.10 is acceptable. For educational purposes, some others would use 0.05 as the significance level, okay, and 0.01 for medical courses or human-related researches. For example, you are testing a particular medicine. Okay, so it is impossible. It is very risky. Okay, it is of high risk if you test this particular medicine to human beings. So the probability of rejecting a null hypothesis is very, very, is very, very crucial. So it means that you have to consider a very small chance of committing a mistake. So in the null hypothesis, there could be two possibilities, conditions, the true and the false, right? The true and the false is a fail to reject the HO, the possible action for these conditions. If I say that my null hypothesis, my HO is true, what is the correct action? It means you have to fail to reject. When you say fail to reject, it means that you have to accept the HO because it's true. So you did not commit an error. But when you accept, okay, or fail to reject an HO, which is false, then you have committed type 2 error. But when the HO is true and you are rejecting it, that's type 1 error, and this is what we call your significance level. So you are giving yourself, if you are a researcher and you establish that you use the 0.05 standard significance level, it means that you are giving yourself a chance to commit an error. And that's the probability is only 5%, meaning you are confident that you are making the correct decision or you are making the correct conclusion Okay? 95% and 5% lamang yung parang mali ka. So you have a chance also of committing a mistake. In everything that we do, remember, we always make mistakes. So you're giving 5%, okay, as your probability of rejecting the null hypothesis, which is now your alpha, which is considered as the type 1 error. Okay. So the significance level is a number such that we reject if the p-value is less than or equal to that number. Okay. So the significance level is a number such that we reject HO, sorry, walang HO doon. That such that we reject HO if the p-value is less than or equal to that number. So when the significance level, so we said if the significance level, okay, if the p-value, I'm not talking about proportion here. If the p-value is less than or equal to 0.05, we reject the HO. When the p-value, okay, when the p-value is greater than 0.05, do not reject the HO. So as we said, the smaller the p-value is a sign that we are against the HO. So since we are against the HO, we reject the HO, meaning we do not accept the HO. But when the p-value that we're talking about here is greater than 0.5, meaning there is a very good chance, okay, that our claim HO is true, then we do not reject the HO. So this is the use of p-value. Okay. Okay, so we calculate. So again, kanina po, I already have mentioned, if I have the not equal to, we take the two sides of two tails of the normal curve. Okay, so this area and that area, which are the same. So meaning whatever this area is, we just have to multiply it by 2. Okay, kaya 2 times the probability that your z is greater than such that your z is the absolute value. The z here, okay, the z here is the standard, okay, standard area. Okay, z here is your computed zz. I'll show that later. So when it's greater than, okay, you just have to get the right side, okay, and then you have, if this is less than, then we use the left side. Okay, so this is an example. Now, please bring out po yung inyong, I ask you to bring out or download. Okay, I ask you to download the areas under the normal curve. Is it with you now? I have a yes or a no in the public chat so that I know that I am talking with sense. Na may kausap naman ako. Okay. Pa-chat po. Or pa-open na lang po yung messenger ninyo. Then you just have to click on the okay, yes, Amin. Okay. Yan, para may kausap ako. Baka natutulog lang tayo. 7:30 kasi nga ako din. Actually, I slept last night while I'm waiting for the answers of the others. I only had 2 students who said yes. I have 32 in the attendance, but I only had 2 who said yes. Baka yung iba meron din. Actually, I slept around 1 o'clock because I had to laba. I had to wash 1 week of dirty clothes. And then I woke up around 5:30. Medyo sumasakit ang ulo ko. At sumasakit pa yung tiyan. I only have 1, 2, si Paul, si Ali, Christine, Grace. Grace, your name is beautiful, right, Miss Galvan? Tama ba? Tinanong ko ta last time kung maganda ang pangalan mo. Grace. Saan si Miss Galvan? Kasi Grace din ang pangalan ko kaya maganda. Yung pangalan, I'm not saying I am beautiful, but I'm saying my name is beautiful. Kasi my mother would not choose such a name if it's not beautiful, right? When we give birth, even if you are still in our stomach talaga, in our tummy, okay, we are thinking already of your name. We try to think of a beautiful name. It sounds very good. It sounds pretty. It sounds striking. So that when you are asked of if your name is beautiful, you have to say yes to respect your mother's decision. Usually, mother ang nag-decide sa pangalan. Melchizedek, o diba? Ang haba nun. Carl, Ira May, Osama, Devin Joshua, JC, o diba? Si JC, ang konti ng pangalan, ang konti ng letters. Ano yung ibig sabihin ng JC? Mr. Kalaunan, anong pangalan habang nag-aantay ko ng mga sagot ng mga classmate natin, 32, ilan lang kayo sumasagot, hindi ako tutuloy. Okay. Yan. JC, ano ibig sabihin ng pangalan mo na J and saka C? What does it stand for? Ian Ray, o diba? Tom Pratt, Tom Pacey. Siguro yung pangalan ni Tom Pacey nung nagkaroon ng guess ko lang ate, Tom, correct me if I'm wrong. Kasi Pacey, personal computer. Diba? Kaya pala, BSCS ka. Di tama ba ako, Tom? Nagsasalita ako, walang sumasagot. Tama ba, Grace? Maganda yung pangalan mo, Grace? Public chat. Nay, upset naman si Grace. Walang sumasagot Pati si JC. Walang sumagot. Pati si Pacey. Walang sumagot. Frustrated. Sad na ako. Walang sumagot sa tanong ko. Nagkwento pa man din ako. Okay. Okay. Anong ibig sabihin ng JC mo, JC? Wala bang yan, special meaning yung JC mo? Wala po, basta JC lang. Okay. May kakilala ko kasi ang pangalan niya, AG. AG lang. AC pala, ano ba? GC. AC pala. Kasi ang pangalan ng tatay niya, Abraham. Ang pangalan ng nanay niya, Charlie. Babae yung Charlie, ha? Hindi naman pwede manganak yung lalaki. Kaya AC. Nagkaroon siya ng kapatid. Ang pangalan niya, apelyido man naman ng tatay at apelyido ng nanay. O, diba? Ang ganda. Apelyido ni Charlie. Kalimutan ko. Yung isa is Googling I don't know if you know Mr. Googling. Abraham Googling. You ask your parents if they actually were in UC in 1990s, late 1990s. Okay, baka kilala nila si Sir Googling. Okay, wala po. Okay, salamat sa mga sagot. Okay, so let's try. Okay, again, the probability that the test statistics takes extreme values. Okay, takes extreme values. So, we compute for a C statistic, okay, using example lang po natin Z. So, for example, we have computed the Z to be 2.02. So, how did we compute for the Z? So, we have a formula for computing for, this is a Z statistic. Okay. This one is used to test for significance among populations. Okay, so that's between two populations, so Z. So we computed 2.02. Where did we get this 2.02? We have a formula for Z. I'll not discuss it here. Okay, so ZC is Z test computed. Okay, C computed. is 2.02 and our HA is greater than, okay, greater than 70. So again, in finding for the p-value, you have to consider your z statistic and or you consider the statistics value, the computed its test statistic, and then your HA. So the alternative hypothesis was P is greater than 70. So we compute for the Z, okay, based on your sample. So we have 2.02 and HA is P is greater than 70. So try to look at the 2.02 in your Z table. So I'll just share the Z table in here. Para yung iba kasi hindi po alam basahin pa yung table na i-share sa inyo. Okay, asa na yun? Nakalimutan ko. Ito na siya. Areas under the normal curve. Nasaan yung aking copy? Oh gosh. Hindi ito. Oh, bakit hindi ko makita? So we try to find where is 2.02, right? So sa mga hindi po nakadiscuss ng normal curve sa klase nila, these are first whole number plus the first decimal, and this is the second decimal. Okay. Z here represents the number of standard deviations from the mean. So when Z is equal to 1, when Z is equal to 1, nandito po, when Z is equal to 1, it means that this is one standard deviation from the mean. When Z is equal to 2, 2 standard deviations from the mean. 3 standard deviations from the mean. When the Z is negative 1, it means that the Z is one standard deviation below the mean. When the Z is negative 2 standard deviations below the mean, and negative 3 represents the number of standard deviations below the mean. That's 3 standard deviations below the mean. When you read your table, because there are several tables that are you can use to find areas, I am more comfortable in finding the area from 0 to a particular standard Z standard value. Okay, so if you're going to look at the illustration, the shaded portion is the area from 0 to a particular value of Z. So when we say that what is the area between 0 and that of 1.28? Okay, so titingnan po natin. When the Z is 1.28, it is somewhere here, 1.2, and then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the area is 0.33. I can see it here kasi merong naka-block na ano nito. Okay. Ano na yun po? 0.3997, right? Okay. So it means that if I have to draw that, okay, this is my normal curve. Since that is positive, and this is 0, that's the middle, and then we have 1.28. So the area from 0 to 1.28, Z equals 1.28 is this area. And this area under the normal curve is 0.3997. Ma'am, why is it 0.3997? Because the area is said to be the probability area under the normal curve is the same as the probability. Is probability. So it means that the probability that your Z is 1.28 is 0.3999. Probability is from 0 to 1. So it cannot be that your area under the normal curve is greater than 1. Okay? So what is the area from 0 to that of 2.72? Type naman po dyan sa ating public chat. What is the area between 0 and 2.72? Okay. Type po ako. Or I'll call on somebody else. Tatawag ko ba ako? Wala sa akin yung answer sheet eh. Ay, yung inyong 1.8. It's there in school. Kindly, what is the area? .4967. Okay, so 2.72, the area is 0.4967. Okay. Pag napansin ninyo, the area under the normal curve is from 0 to 5. Okay, 0.5. Because half of the curve is 0.5, half of the other curve is 0.5. So the area under the normal curve is always equal to 1. Okay? So in this case, how about if I have an area, okay, sandali lang po ha, I'll just have to have a poll. What is the area under the normal curve between 0 and negative 1 point, negative 1.78, 1.78. Ay, ano ba to? Iba yung keyboard na, iba yung... Okay. Kylie, type in your response. I'll start the poll. May sumagot pa sa public chat, wala na. Okay, so what is the area between 0 and negative 1.78? Type in your response. Okay. Iba-iba. 13 lang ang sasagot. We only had 20 out of 34 na nagsagot. Negative 1.78. Huwag kayong maduling hindi naman 5 yung mata ninyo. Pag naduduling kayo, the more naman na huwag kayong maduling. Okay, 27. Ang tagal. Imbis na mauwi na tayo eh. Tagal mag-respond nung iba eh.
Negative pa.
Okay, 29. Publish na natin. Maraming sumagot. 0.4967. May isa. Tatlo ang negative 4625. Dalawa ang 0.4625, which is the same as 0.4625. 13 yun, plus 2, 4967, 4600, 0.4967, 45635. Saan galing yung mga yun? Tingnan ko na. Saan galing yung 0.4600? Wait lang ha. I-open ko lang yung copy ko. Bakit saan galing yun? Maintindihan ko pa yung 0.4, 1.78, di ba? Saan galing yung the answer? Saan galing yung 0.4600? Saan galing yun? Sinong sumagot nun? Hindi ko na nakita kung sinong sumagot nun eh. Saan galing dito? Wala akong nakikita dito sa table na 0.4600. I only have 0.4616, 0.4625, 0.4633. Saan galing yun? Anyone? Bakit ganun yung sagot? Okay. 0.0319. Hindi ko din alam kung saan galing yung 0.0319. 0319. Saan galing yun?
60.
Dito ako ah.
Between
0.
0 and
319. 0.08 ang binasa mo anak. Ang hinahanap natin, 1.78. Okay? Okay.
Ano kasi dito siya?
Pwede naman yon. Okay. Tapos, mayroong nagsagot ng 1.78. Negative siya. Nagtanong, hindi sagot. 4699. Sino yung sumagot ng 4699? 4699. Okay, sige. Okay. Okay, so delete ko lang ng konti.
600. Oh.
Hindi ko makita. Ano ba yan? Na-cover na siya. Na-cover na po siya nung aking... Okay. Wait lang ha. Ulit tayo.
Ano yung 4967 yun?
Hindi kasi naaalis to eh. Sorry. Hindi ko maalis itong nakikita niyo ba yung screen? O nakikita yung screen? Siyempre, ano ka ba ma'am? Okay. Ito pong result, naka-ano po ba yan? Naka-flash din sa inyo? Kung ano yung nasa
Yes po,
screen. Okay. Hindi ko makita kung nasaan yung, paano ko siya i-delete. I'm trying to delete it pero hindi siya umaalis. Okay, so paano ba yan? Ang sagot ay ang sagot natin 1.78 is 0.4625. Okay. So our answer is 0.4625. Ayan, hindi pala naka-number lang. Number lang. 0.4625 ang tamang sagot. Some others answered, hanapin niyo kung yung mga mali ang sagot nila ha. Okay, hanapin niyo kung nasaan yung 4625. Madali lang naman yun. Okay, 1.78, 1.7 dito sa column. Okay, so parang 1.78, ito yon. Okay, so 1.70 and then you count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you will see it's 0.4625. Some others answered,
Nasa klase ako!
3 answered negative.
Wait lang.
Okay. The area is always positive. Whatever the area to the right of the zero or middle, okay, to the right of the mean, when I say right of the mean, it's at the center, okay. To the right of the mean or left of the mean, the areas are always the same. Okay. It can never be negative because you're talking about an area. So wala tayong negative na area. We don't have a negative area. So whether your z is negative, but the area is always positive. Okay, so I'll go back to our presentation a while back. Okay, so let us say 2.z kasi 2.02. So what is the area from 0? Okay, so 0 to 2.2. You will see that the area from your table, alam na nating magbasa po ng area. Okay na po ba? Yes? Are there questions in finding for the area? May estudyante pa ba ako? Tulog na sila. Okay. Ayan, so wala akong nakuhang sagot. So, ang area from 0 to 2.02 is 0.4783. We're trying to find out the p-value. So, the p-value is the probability that your mean, okay, or the z statistics takes further value or greater than this 2.02, which is this. So how did we get 0.00217? It means that half of the area under the normal curve is always 0.5 from 0 to infinity. So i-minus po natin yung area from 0 to 2.2, the area is 0.4783. Okay, so that would now give us an area which is 2.217. So that's your area. This is now the p-value corresponding to. The p-value is the probability that your z is greater than what is computed. Okay, so the probability that your z is greater than the computed. So the area greater than what is computed is 2.0217, which is the p-value. Okay? Question po? Okay, so ano lang nangyayari? Ginagawa lang natin, we find the area from 0 to particular z, which is the z statistics value, and then you subtract it from 0.5. So yun na yung p-value. So the p-value is small or large? Is it a very small value or a large value? So when we compute, we said that the p-value, the probability that your z takes in greater than values, okay, than the computed is 0.0217. So what is our decision? We said that from our explanation a while back, Okay, when the p-value is less than or equal to 0.5, reject the HO. If the p is greater than the 0.05, which is your significance level, we do not reject the HO. Again, smaller values of p gives us a stronger evidence that we are against the HO. So, meaning if the p-value is less than alpha, that is, let's consider that your alpha is 0.05, 0.217 is absolutely less than 0.05. So, we reject the null hypothesis. Okay, and thus, we accept the alternative hypothesis. Take note, my decision is to reject the null hypothesis. The decision is not to accept the alternative hypothesis. Okay. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Our main concern is whether we reject the null hypothesis or we accept the null hypothesis. It's just it's in this example, since we are rejecting the null hypothesis, we need to have a choice, and that would now be to accept the null hypothesis. Okay. Another example is when your ZZ is negative 1.45 and your HA is mean is less than 70. Okay, again, we look at the area under the normal curve. That would now be negative 1.45. Okay, so this is negative 1.45. If this would now be our ZZ, the area from 0 to 1.45 is 0.4265. Okay, so again, subtracting this area from 0.5 gives us 0.735. And therefore, what is our decision? Chat box nga po. If your alpha is still 0.05, what is our decision? Chat box, please. So, sabi ni Princess, siya ang nauna. Okay. So, we accept the null hypothesis. Okay. We fail to reject the null hypothesis. We fail to reject. So, the p-value is the probability that your z statistic is lesser than what is computed. So, 0.735. And we said that this is greater than 0.05. So, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. Okay, some other, another one before we go. So this is not equal to. So your Z is 2.63. So we find the area from your 0 to tail test na po tayo, right? Because our HA is not equal to, uses the not equal to. So we are going to consider the two tails of the curve. And what are we going to do with these? You add them. Okay. Or multiply 1 tail times 2 kasi pareho nun dun sa kabila. Okay. So 0.4957 is the area from 0 to 2.63, whether to the right or to the left of the center, okay, of the mean. And the p-value for the right tail only is 0.0043. Okay. 0.0043. So we multiply it. If you're going to look at this, and po siya, the p-value now is 2 times 0.05 minus 0.04957, and the p-value is 0.086. Since the p-value is less than the alpha, we have now a stronger evidence that we do not accept the HO. We reject the HO, we accept your HA. Okay, so up next, during our face-to-face class next week, significance tests about proportions. But before, we will have a napaka-late naman po nung mga dumating. 36 kanina, may 25, kalahating oras na. Pero kadarating pa lang nung mga 30s. Ilan? Anong oras ang klase po natin? Ang klase po natin ay 7:30. Okay, Wednesdays lang naman po tayo nagmi-meet Thursdays lang naman po tayo nagmi-meet. We are meeting every Thursdays asynchronous. So it means that you set your alarm so that you will be able to attend the class early. Dalawa ang late. Kanina pa tayo nagkaklase. Mga 5 minutes before the time saka sila pumasok. Very early for the lab. Okay, so my next meeting, okay, you prepare a 1-8 sheet of yellow pad and you'll be given a short quiz on whatever we had done today. Okay? So in the lab, you continue with your identification of project. Okay? Statistical question. Mayroon lang mga nag-reply, 6 out of 10. Maybe because the date of submission is still on Saturday. Is that right? Saturday. But on Saturday, you should have already formulated your statistical questions. So you are requested to present the 4 statistical questions and identify which of the 4 would be your main research problem for your small research problem or research paper in CC12. Any questions? So we'll start with the presentation at 8:50, okay, by Saturday. Any questions? Kasi hindi ko naman kayo i-meeting Saturday na. Yes.
On Monday, ma'am, we'll bring 1/8 sheet of papers. So magdadala rin po kami ng physical copy ng
Yes,
label.
correct. Yes.
So bawal po sa phone.
That's good. Yes. Bring your own copy. May physical copy dapat kayo. Kasi kung sa lab lang, hanapin lang natin kay Azel, meron eh. Yung P value. Kaya lang, hindi natin pwedeng gawin yun sa LEC. Okay, so you have to have a physical copy of the areas under the normal curve. Other questions? May nagtatype? Ma'am, kailan po yung submission ng Lab Act? Ng Lab Act na yung Lab 1? Tuesday na. Okay. Yes, JC. Kasi you are required to, di ba? You are required to type in your answer sa quiz sa Canvas. So, automatic po ako ang mag-check. Manual checking po ang gagawin. Sa ulo ko. Other questions? If there are no questions, we'll say bye to each other.